WRBL News 3 Columbus. On your side. This is News 3 at 11.
There are no words to explain how great it is having home.
It was nothing less than a hero's homecoming tonight as more than 100 Fort Benning soldiers return home. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Teresa Whitaker. Phil has the night off. A day of tears and a dream come true for family and loved ones of returning troops at Fort Benning. 150 soldiers from the 498th Medical Company, or Air Ambulance, are finally home tonight after spending nearly 5 months in the desert of Iraq. They are the men and women who risked their lives to save the lives of countless others on the battlefield. Their homecoming, tonight's top story. News 3's Katie Weissner was there for the tearful but grateful reunion. Hi, Katie.
It certainly was, Teresa. It was January 20th when these brave men and women were deployed to Iraq. They were told they'd probably be there for a year. Today, less than 5 months later, they're back in the arms of their families. And for many, they are seeing the faces of new family for the very first time. They had signs, they shed tears, but above all, it was their sound. An ecstatic cheer from a mighty group of fans, now standing on the front lines awaiting their mighty group of heroes.
We're very excited for him to be home.
Stephanie McMahon brought the whole family to welcome home husband John. Now more than ever, it's hard for little sis to hold back the tears.
How proud I am of him and how much I love him.
And then the march home, into the arms of the ones they love. Familiar faces and some brand new. Private James Nelson meeting daughter Cassidy for the very first time.
Got pictures, but the pictures weren't enough. I had to be home to see my daughter.
This air ambulance crew of 150 were the only medevac unit supporting the Marines in Iraq. Major Greg Gentry, commander in charge.
We had a lot of close calls, so we did a lot of flying over there.
Nearly 1,700 miles, almost 1 year's worth in the air, taking flight in less than 5 months.
It was a real difficult mission. We feel very fortunate that we're bringing everybody back home. It feels great to be home.
Months far from home, now over. For John McMahon, it's back to mission number 1.
Best. I'm so happy to be home.
For others, like James, it's a mission just getting started.
I picked the job, comes with what I do. But now I'm back.
Feels good. It feels really good.
And here's a little bit more information on the 498th Medical Unit. They are also known as the Air Ambulance and primarily fly in Black Hawk helicopters. While serving in Iraq, they directly supported the 1 Marine Expeditionary Force. While overseas, the 498th Medical Unit evacuated, get this, 740 patients and flew a total of 1,678 hours. That's nearly 1 year's worth, completed in less than 5 months. And Teresa, you know, it's not a vacation just yet. They actually have 10 more days of work, and then they will enjoy a couple weeks off of leave until it's back to work.
But nonetheless, good thing they're home. Thanks a lot, Katie.
And you would have thought Mark Arum was making a public appearance when more Georgia troops arrived home from Iraq last night. Listen to the screams. More than 100 members of the 498th Medical Company arrived at Fort Benning near Columbus last night. Couples embraced and many daddies held their babies for the first time.
It's just like a big rush, you know, seeing your own kids and just see how much they've changed. Just sit back and watch the rush. It's a zoo in my house, you know. It's wild.
It's a zoo in my house, he says. The 498th Medical Company and Air Ambulance Unit was deployed for 5 months. Welcome home. More Georgia troops arrived home from Iraq and into the arms of their loved ones. More than 100 members of the 498th Medical Company arrived at Fort Benning near Columbus last night. Couples embraced, many daddies held their babies for the first time.
It's just like a big rush, you know, seeing your own kids and just see how much they've changed. Just sit back and watch the rush. It's a zoo in my house, you know. It's wild.
The 498th Medical Company and Air Ambulance Unit was deployed for 5 months.
Welcome home.
Mm-hmm.